Hello there everyone, and welcome to my final Will It VR video before Christmas of 2019, and maybe my final Will It VR video for all of 2019, depending on what my schedule looks like between the end of Christmas and the start of New Year. I might not get a huge amount of time to put videos out, just purely because I'll be working a huge amount. I'm working over New Year, and Christmas is a family time, so I'm going to be taking a little bit of time off over Christmas, primarily at the start of next week and for a week from that point, just to spend some time with the family and those that I love, and I would suggest that you all do the same, or whatever floats your boat over the Christmas period. Today I'm going to be trying out a game that, believe it or not, I have never played before. I have never played Amnesia. I'm quite new to PC gaming. I've said this in some of my videos in the past. I only got a PC in March of this year, so there's a huge amount of content I've never had access to. And as a massive horror fan, Amnesia is one of them games that kind of came out, took the world by storm, but just passed me by because I did not have a platform to play it on. So here I am today, trying this game out for the very first time, and I'm going to team it up with a Will It VR video. This game is officially supported by Vorpx, so it has an official Vorpx profile, which usually means the quality is a lot higher. It will support geometry 3D, and it just has a few more features. Much like the Borderlands 3 profile that I had running recently, and I'm not sure if that was an official one, but the Borderlands 3 profile had a whole suite of features like you could change the field of view using a 3D enhancement, you could change your size, your character size in the game, you could do all kinds of things, and I expect to get the same kind of results from Amnesia. But we will see. If you're one of those that subscribe to my content because of the VR videos that I make, then I probably won't see you now until after Christmas, so have a fantastic Christmas. Spend some time with your loved ones, just enjoy the holiday period. If you celebrate it or not, just have a fantastic couple of weeks, and I will see you afterwards. If you're one of my horror content subscribers, I guess I'm kind of doubling up here, then same to you. Have a fantastic Christmas, have a great period of time, and just enjoy that time with your loved ones, and I'll see you afterwards. I don't want to, but I'm going to jump in. I'll probably play for around an hour, so I don't know how long this game takes to get scary, but I'll play for around an hour and just see what this is like in VR. As I said, this is a official Vorpx profile, so it should be, fingers crossed, pretty good. Playing with a controller, Oculus Rift S, Vorpx is latched. Let's rock and roll. Cool, so straight out of the gate, the menu is full 3D. Really, really nice. I can see down into that little horrible cavernous hole just there. The fire on the wall looks really, really nice. The actual text Amnesia's kind of pop in there. It's really cool. And you can see that the text for the menu options is all kind of floating. Right, let's start the game in normal mode because I am a noob. Oh, went down that little hole. This game is an old game. I'm not sure when it came out, but I know it's been out for a very long time. I think it was this that kind of propelled PewDiePie to kind of mass fame on YouTube, but you know, I could be wrong. I could be getting my facts wrong. Okay, so let me just muck around with some bits for a second. So camera height modifier. Let's make myself a little bit bigger. I feel really tiny. That'll do. Okay, let's get down to brass tacks. In terms of VR, straight away, this is very, very impressive. Now that tends to be the case with all officially supported profiles. They do tend to just be a little bit nicer, a little bit smoother around the edges, and just have a little bit more, be a bit more feature rich, I guess I would say. This actually reminds me a lot of. Who's that breathing? Is that me breathing? This actually reminds me a lot of the way that. Oh, hello. What's happening to me? Trying to talk about the VR here. What the? Again, I have never played this game before. I don't know what this red stuff on the floor means and why it's important. Oh god, it's throwing me off kilter now. I can't remember what I was saying. The way this game looks reminds me a huge amount of Skyrim. What the piss? Yeah, it reminds me a lot of the way that Skyrim VR looks. I think that's probably got a lot to do with the aesthetic of the game anyway. It's got that kind of Skyrim look to it, the kind of olden days medieval kind of castle-y appeal. Pick that thing up right now. What are these tinder boxes for? I need to figure out how I use my items and stuff, otherwise I'm going to come unstuck, aren't I? Very immersive. Very, very immersive. one of the smoothest VR Vorpx experiences I've had recently. This took almost no setup at all. Oh, can I drink the wine? I'll pick it up. Glug, 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 glug. Don't need that. Did it break? Oh no, I've broken it. I don't like this guy's breathing. This guy's breathing is a little bit unsettling. Whew. What's that? Got it. I don't know what the premise of this game is, but it feels like the premise is that your character's losing his freaking marbles. I keep hearing like footsteps running behind me and stuff, which is a little bit disconcerting. Not a. Oh, and the kind of the. Oh. What? Oh. The walls look like they're kind of warping and stuff. Oh, this is very weird. Are you all right, mate? I don't think this guy's feeling good at all. Okay. Yeah, as far as a Vorpx profile goes, this is really very good. And it didn't take like really any time to get set up. Oh, bit of a graphical glitch there. It honestly didn't take much time to get set up at all. It basically, oh, nice. It basically just latched immediately without kind of any real setup. Some game, I do keep hearing like a breathing. I'm not a fan of it. Some games take a little while to kind of latch or hook to the. Oh shit! Turn on the lights. What? What's happening? Oh fuck that room. Turn on lights in the. I need to change where the menu is, the HUD, because I'm losing some of the HUD. HUD scale. Let's get that right down. Whee! Let's get it to about there. Okay. Hopefully I'll be able to see that now. Yeah, one of the easiest games I've had to set up on Vorpx so far. Literally just plugged it in the way I went. It was as simple as that. Didn't really have to latch. It just immediately worked. Sometimes you get a little pop-up saying that Vorpx is attaching. But this one just went straight in and off I went. Once again, and I'll always state this just for kind of the sake of just making myself clear, I am using the controller to turn occasionally, but I can fully look around using the head tracking, which is very smooth. Really, really smooth. Yeah, really good. I do need to change my boundaries for when I'm playing sitting down like this on the Will It VR videos, because my boundary is actually right like here. And I see the little blue lines come up. It's not fucking hell. What the fuck was that? Can be increased by completing puzzles. Okay, random events will reduce your sanity. Oh, for God's sake, is this like bloody Eternal Darkness? I hated Eternal Darkness. That game was terrifying. Oh. What's with that? Why are there leeches everywhere now? What's happening? Oh, I don't like this. It's too dark out here now. Hello? Still quite a pretty game. Oh, dearie me, what's happening in here? What's all the wind for? Got a lot of atmosphere in this game, isn't there? Playing this. Oh, lantern. Oh, thank fuck for that. Right, I've got a book as well. I'll lob that at the monsters if they come for me. Yeah, really, really nice looking game with quite a lot of atmosphere. Considering it's quite an old game, it's very impressive that it still looks this good. And what can I do with that? Oh, okay, so I can set fire. Okay, so there's like a light mechanic. I need to stay within the light. I must sound like an absolute noob right now. Like, honestly, who hasn't played freaking Amnesia? This game's been out for like a million years. Here I am in almost 2020 playing it for the first time. What are these rattling chains about? Okay, it's a little little bit shaky, it's a little bit spooky. What's the shaking for? You could be mistaken for thinking this was an official VR port. It's a little rough around the edges, but for the game, the age of the game, you could be, you know, excused for thinking this was just how it is when it came out. How it was when it came out. It's yeah, really nice. This is very good in VR. I think, again, the game is an old game. I appreciate a lot of people would have probably played this already by now. Long before I finally came along and went, oh, what's Amnesia all about? But I think if you wanted to experience it in a new way, this is really viable. Can I open that? Oh, I can, and I've got some bloody oil. That's another niggle. It's very difficult to actually select things. Oh, there we go. There we go. Actually getting your cursor to look at the thing you want to pick up and making it pick it up is quite difficult. It's really nice in VR, works really well, very easy to latch, no nausea. The game doesn't look amazing, but it's an older game and it looks perfectly fine for its age. Head tracking is nice and smooth. All these are going to places that I don't know if I want to go to yet. Yeah, head tracking is... I'm going to go to the laboratory. Why the hell not? Head tracking is really smooth. It lends itself really well to VR because it's a first-person game. Most first-person games work really well. I've had to mod a few games into first-person viewpoint to get them to work the way I would like them to. Oh, Jesus. I find... this doesn't look like a nice place. I find games that are first-person just a bit more immersive. I say, even for an older game, very... Hello. Very creepy. I feel like this is definitely a game I should have played a long time ago. I really like kind of old school psychological horror. I like all psychological horror games. I grew up playing Resident Evil. I say that, it makes it sound like I had bad parents that just let me play whatever the hell I want. I played Resident Evil, Silent Hill, that kind of thing, probably a little bit before I was old enough to actually play them. Huh? Who just said that? Okay, so can you see that there? Like, when I move my cursor around there, it kind of leaves a trail. I feel like that is a glitch. Doesn't do it over the paper, but it's doing it in the background. I think that's probably a glitch caused by Vorpx and it trying to render certain objects in front of others. I think. I could be wrong, of course, but it feels that way. Oh, hello. Don't like that. Didn't like that at all. That was a little bit creepy. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck was that? Spooked by a woman that I can't even see, just screaming about things coming for her. Oh, this is creepy. This area is particularly creepy. Oh, the table's disappeared. I don't know if that is a glitch within the game or just a glitch from Vorpx. The table kind of disappeared then, and some of the objects in the room disappeared as well, which is a little strange. Everything kind of disappears. I wonder if that's... Yeah, look, I can see through the wall and all sorts now. Bloody hell. I wonder if that's a glitch within Vorpx. Oh my god. Honestly, endless kind of footsteps are very unnerving in this game. This is huge Eternal Darkness vibes. It's unreal. I didn't realise how similar this game was to Eternal Darkness. That's one of the only games I've never completed. Horror games that I've... What's happening to my vision? My vision's going all fucking weird. What is that about? It's like 'cause I'm in the dark for too long and I'm like freaking out. I like this. I like this a lot. It's very, very playable within VR. Looks really nice. It is an older game, so don't pick this up expecting it to look like mind-blowing in VR or like completely immersive. You can tell it's an old game. That's quite clear from the off. The textures are a little bit ropey, and having them this up close and personal is only highlighting kind of... What the hell was that? It's only highlighting the age of the game. But, you know, for all intents and purposes, it's very good in VR. The Vorpx profile works really well. It's very easy to latch. The head tracking's good. It's got a good suite of features, and just generally, it's just good. It just works really well. The sense of scale was really nice. The 3D's good. I said it's got full geometry 3D, so all the objects are kind of mapped out in a kind of really crisp, nice 3D. Like that chair, I can tell how big it is. I can tell how kind of to the scale of it. It's really small. I'm just now realising that I probably have turned my my height modifier up too much, because I am massive compared to that chair. But yeah, no, honestly, it looks really, really good. Plays really well in VR, especially if you're playing with a controller. And just generally, it works really well. This is certainly another one that gets a big tick from me in terms of will it VR. It definitely will VR. I'm a little confused as to what I'm supposed to be doing in the game, so I'm probably not going to play for much longer, because I'm just lost and confused and a little bit scared. But yeah, no, honestly, it works really well. If you're a fan of Amnesia, or you just want to kind of play the game in a different way all these years after its release, then honestly, this is a very viable way to do so. It plays really well. There are a few caveats. Things like the hints, they are a little bit lost at the top of the screen. I'm just kind of getting them just slightly out of my view, and that's a little bit frustrating. I've kind of shown you the glitch within the menus where my mouse was kind of leaving a trail. There it is, there it goes. Look at that, big trail on top, but that isn't going to impact anything. It doesn't impact the way the game plays. And outside of that, there's not really any issues. A little bit of pop in and out. Objects kind of can disappear if you get a little bit too close to them. But I'm not sure if that's a Vorpx issue or just a general game issue. It could be either. What the fuck was that? Something over there. What is that? Hello? Oh my god, it's like a naked dude. His bum's out. What is that? Oh, you're not very friendly! Oh no! Oh, piss. Oh, you fucker! Oh, you're quick, aren't you? With your big bobbly eyes. Okay, that's what the enemy is in the game then. I've seen that creature before in pictures online. Ugh, that's horrible. Ugh. There we go, guys. Amnesia works fantastically in Vorpx. Another older game there, but it works. Really, really works. As you can see, the head tracking's great. It's still doing it while it's on top of my head. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. As always, seriously, if you've got a VR headset, please go and check Vorpx out. It's a great bit of software for the price, in my opinion. I appreciate it doesn't do the things that everyone wants it to do. You're not going to get kind of full head tracking plus hand tracking kind of disconnected so you can shoot this way and look this way. But what it does is it puts you into those worlds that you've played, that you've enjoyed, that you've experienced multiple times, and gives you a different point of view and gives you a 3D recreation and makes you feel like you are there. And that's what Vorpx is great for, and that's why I love it so much. And that's why I bring you these videos to explain to you that it's worth your time. Honestly, guys, I hope you have a great Christmas. I'm going to have some real relaxing time. I'm probably only going to put out a couple more videos before Christmas now. Probably 2, maybe 3. I'm going to finish off Boneworks, get this video out, and maybe some other bits and bobs, but then I'll probably go quiet for about a week and a half, who knows, and just kind of enjoy some family time. I hope you'll do the same. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you go and check out Vorpx. As always, take care of yourselves, guys. I'll see you later for another one. Merry Christmas. Take care.